Γεια σας φιλαράκια, welcome back to Greek in the City, and today we are Greeks in the City because I have fellow Greek and New Yorker Aris Ziagos, or professionally known as
Aris.
like Paris, but without the P.
Sometimes it's better without the P.
In today's episode, Aris, we are going to be talking about all the wonderful music he's done and produced and written throughout the past 10 years, and all the exciting things that are coming up this fall, and some other, parallels with our Greek heritage and pop culture and all that stuff. Any final words before the logo reveal and the start of the video?
The only word that I have is Yasu.
I make videos twice a week or so. Subscribe, hit that button, here we go. Boat on the beach. Greek in the City.
Firstly, where the audience can find your music.
Sure, yeah. You can find me on the web at www.aris.fm, ARIS.fm, like a frequency module, like the radio.
Smart.
And there's a bunch of links on there for social media. My handle is usually Aris Ziagos, like
Okay.
my name. I just joined TikTok, but it's a little embarrassing because I'm old and I don't know how to use it. So don't add me there yet. Give me a few days to figure it out first.
Life, you ain't no friend of mine. Life, it's played so many times.
You've released 3 albums in the last 10 years, won awards, produced music for yourself and other people. What is the most memorable moment in your career so far?
I would think, for me, the things that stand out most are the collaborations. I've been lucky enough that I've gotten to collaborate with amazing artists, that some of which are my peers and some of which have been people that I've idolized as a fan for many years. Paula Cole is one of those people for me. Sing along.
Did she sing that?
Yeah. That's the 2 hits from the 90s that she's known for is the Where Have All the Cowboys Gone and
I don't wanna wait for our lives to be over. Yes! Okay, now I have to buy your new album.
Well, that's not the
I was
song
buying
on
it
the
before.
album, but you don't have to wait too long for that. It'll be out in the fall. I got to perform with her in 2013 at a church in New Jersey to do a song to honor my mother who had passed away.
And someone else on the new album that you did a collaboration with was Ari Gold. Someone who we both knew and loved very much, who recently passed away just a few weeks ago on Valentine's Day.
Ari Gold. I want you to see of flesh and blood I made.
How was that experience for you?
I'd known Ari socially because we were in the same circle as peers for many years, and then through the power of the universe putting people together, we kept ending up really in orbits of each other, like always in the same room, always booked like one slot away from each other in an interview.
Pretty awesome. Thank you. Yeah, she designed all the outfits in the show at the end. And that was us two just fooling around as we do.
And then about 3 years ago, that happened in a way where we ended up interviewing each other and really befriended each other. And I always really enjoyed him as a performer, and I really enjoyed him as a singer. I thought he had the most amazing, angelic voice, and I really wanted to be able to make a song with him. And so we were able to record that song, luckily before he passed, and it's really beautiful.
Let's talk about the first album and how your initial transcendence into music was.
I put out my first album in 2009. I was such a sad, love song, but depressing. I listened to a lot of depressing music growing up, and I think that I made an album like that, And it was where I was at. And luckily, there were a lot of sad people that really liked it. And some of that music ended up getting placed in Project Runway campaign.
Okay.
For season 6 winner Irina Shabrieva, which was really wild.
And then, after that, you had
Twilight Revival.
the Twilight Revival.
Dance to the light, touch the sky, touch your soul from the dark into the twilight.
Yeah, my second album was Twilight Revival, and it's the first one that I produced on my own. And that was so good for me because it was important for me to understand that not only could I write a song, that I could put the instrumentation together, so what I hear in my head was actually what I could put out for the world. So it was a learning process for sure, and I was grateful to have taken the risk to do that because it actually really benefited me, and people respected my work as a producer, which was the biggest gift. Like, it's one thing to be recognized as a singer, it's another thing if people are like, wow, your production is also great.
Yeah.
So
And you won Producer of the Year for that album.
yes, and that was a big surprise. That was an indicator for me that I should keep doing that.
Yeah.
And it also opened the door for me to produce for other people, which has been beautiful.
Days so long, I feel so wrong. Say you feel the same.
I was feeling myself. I was feeling in my skin, and I think that the song in particular is a very sultry song.
Yes.
And I wanted to make sure that the visuals for it were raw. There's a lot of times sex and nudity is like equated as the same thing, and it is. Sexy, naked is sexy, and vice versa. Sex is naked. But there's
Say it
also,
one more time.
Naked is sexy, and sex is naked. Hopefully, although you could be clothed while you have sex. But we digress. But naked is also vulnerable. There's a vulnerability to that, and I was trying to show that dichotomy.
Sign, tell me that our love won't die.
And then, with the success of that album,
Yes.
after releasing 6 songs, after winning Producer of the Year at the Out Music Awards, you were able to successfully do a crowdfunder, which is not easy to do. by
it's
any
actually,
means.
believe it or not, very hard because, well, it depends on what kind you do. I chose to do a Kickstarter at the time, and the thing about Kickstarter is if you don't hit that goal, you don't get the money. So imagine, like, okay, I'm going to raise 10K, but you only got to 9K. That 9K, whoop,
My
bye-bye.
God, I would go on there and just donate the last 1K
But
myself.
you're not allowed to. It's actually illegal. It's called money laundering. So
What?
you can't do that. Oh,
What?
Oh, no. But yeah, it was wonderful to me because what I was able to find at a time when, everything started moving towards streaming, people stopped buying music, is that through the Kickstarter, there were people that really still cared about the creation of the music and what I was doing from the previous album enough that they wanted to give me money to make more music.
Yeah.
And they believed in what I could do as a producer enough that $1 or $5 or $200 or $500, we got to the $10,000 mark, which was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yes.
Yes. And then I went to Vegas. No. Imagine.
Celebrate. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate. Oh yeah.
And now, with the success of your 3rd album, we move into the new fall release, 2021, of your new album, which you said is going through the storm. If people want to support the continuation of this creative process for Ari, you can support him with a crowdfunder that is for this new current album.
Yeah, I'm doing a GoFundMe for this album, and what's a little different this time is it's for to complete the recording and the production process, but then I'm also doing a podcast to accompany the album. So that's what we're crowdfunding for to finish now, and hopefully by the fall it'll all start rolling out.
Yes, I'm so excited. That's such a good Halloween-y, Christmassy thing to do. You better have a Christmas song too.
Oh, you know it.
You have to. Adi, thank you so much
My pleasure.
for coming on our show today. Guys, check Adi out on Aris Anchor.fm.
Yeah.
I make videos twice a week or so. Subscribe, hit that button, here we go.